You know, it was about 14 or 15 years ago, maybe a bit more. I was doing a movie in New York City. Ron Howard was directing, and he called a meeting. And we knew the meeting was about the budget. We didn't know what it was, and so myself and the executive producer and the unit production manager, we trundled on down to his office, and I was carrying 2 big binders full of material. We sat down, and he said, "You know, I want to learn more about the budget. I want to learn why this movie costs so much, and I want to really get into the nuts and bolts of this thing." You know, I was a bit tongue-tied. I didn't know really how to answer that question because, you know, the budget's about 125 pages. It was in a major city, all the major unions, things like that. So I resolved to write a book. And I actually didn't finish that book until about 4 or 5 years ago, 2005, and I got it out there and wrote it for film people, you know. And gosh, about a year ago I started doing workshops, and the workshops are based on the book, and they tie together a lot of things for independent people. Basically, it's real hardcore money, not financing, but money. What's the terminology? What puts a smile on the face of a bond company? What are financiers looking for in terms of format? I've done many applications for various loans or grants or things like that, and they all want to see a budget, and very few of them want to see a shooting schedule or much more. I mean, outside of a synopsis. So really, the budget is huge. Now, I put this together really for the indie crowd. Now, when I say independent filmmaker, I'm not talking about some of the bigger outfits in LA, in Los Angeles. I'm talking about outside of the state. Something like the way Frozen River was made. You know, of that ilk. Because independent filmmakers, that is indies, are very dependent. It's actually a misnomer saying they're independent. They depend on financiers, they depend on the bond company, they depend on distributors. They have to be able to reach into that whole community, and they need to know how it works. So this seminar that I'm doing at the University of Tampa, sponsored by the Film Society there, Tom Garrett, it's going to balance. We're going to have a look at the creative and the money. We're going to thread that needle twice. I hope you come. I think you'll get a lot out of it.